it's really important, I believe, as a business executive to really stand out from the crowd and to be a thought leader, to share your experience, your knowledge, your insights, and particularly on the LinkedIn platform. I have for many years, offered my, sort of expertise, my knowledge. I've got comfortable with doing videos like I do here. I've got comfortable with writing articles and presenting my thoughts and ideas and pushing it out on various social media platforms. And it's it's sort of like a secret hack, if you like, because the more information you can produce, the more content and thought leadership you can share out into the market, the more likely it is you're going to do more business, you're going to attract more attention, you're going to attract inquiries about your services, you're going to attract job opportunities and so on. So there's a lot of merit to becoming a thought leader on these platforms. When I speak to executives, most of them will tell me they're very reluctant initially to start sharing thought leadership on these platforms because they're nervous about what people may or may not say. Generally speaking, that they're not sure what they should be sharing their thought leadership on. And, it takes a little bit of encouragement sometimes to get people going and into a routine of actually sharing content regularly. Now, if you've followed people like, Gary Vee and the like, they're all telling us that we should be sharing a lot more content. I know in my own practices that, we try and share, anywhere from 10 to 15 pieces of content every couple of days out on various platforms. And, it seems to be that if you get to a certain level of sharing, you start to get that little bit more traction and you start to get a little bit more attention and so on. I personally don't pay any attention to likes and how many, sort of comments you get necessarily, because a lot of people now are so busy, they don't always interact with your content and actually put a comment there or put a like or an expression of some sort. But they have actually read the content. And so I concentrate on impressions and views and things like that so that you don't fall into the trap of kind of being in the hunt for likes. That's a short, sugar hit that, can really distract you and put you off from putting content out on the platform. Generally speaking, after all the years of putting information out there and you're putting yourself up on camera, I've only ever had less than half a dozen really nasty comments over the years. And you have to be just, like Taylor Swift, shake it off and just not pay any attention to it. But, generally speaking, it's a really positive experience and it's worthwhile putting effort into it. I suggest to my clients that you come up with a theme for the year. And, my theme would be career coaching or anything to do with the career journey, career pathways, executive career direction, those types of topics. So that becomes the theme for the year. You may have a particular specialty that you can showcase. And then from there, you kind of use that as your anchor. And what you do is you create blog articles, you share news articles with commentary that relate to that theme, and it makes everything a little bit easier, particularly in the first year of becoming a thought leader, becoming a little bit more proactive in sharing your content. And so, having a theme is a great idea. The other thing that you can do is at the end of the year, if you've had a whole heap of articles that you've shared, or you've had a lot of blogs that you've written, or specific columns that you've written, you can then use that to potentially create an ebook on that topic. And so that's a really quick hack, if you like, to developing different uses for your content in different ways that you can remodel the content. I'm a big believer in video. I will obviously scroll through all the various feeds, and I love a good short, sharp video on a topic. That's me. I like to listen to someone someone, and you know, I love that visual medium. So don't be afraid to put yourself out there on camera, and you know, start out slowly and just build up over a period of time, and you'll build your confidence to do more of this. And what's the worst that can happen? I mean, as I said, over many years, I've only had a few nasty little comments, which are from stupid people. You know, you just let that go. But for the most part, it's been very positive, and people will come to me, and they've been sort of stalking me. They've been watching my videos. They've been watching my content across all the different platforms. They feel like they know me. So when we have our first interaction, it's so much easier to do business with each other. So there's a lot of upside, very little downside. And if you really want to stand out from your competition, think about becoming a thought leader, sharing your knowledge, putting yourself out there, and really starting to put a bit of thought and effort into this to make it a part of your career management strategy.